8:06. We still got paper coming in buying. I think locals are taking advantage of that to take some profits right in this area. Um, Something that I think that caused this little pop here, and that actually was mentioned on the squawk, was that as paper bids came in and the locals were long, they allowed the bid to be ran up. They didn't fight it in any way, or they didn't sell to that bid because they wanted to make more money. So they allowed those bids to start piling up before they started to hit the bid, which is where they started to do it right here in this area. So okay, it's 8:15. We really started to rip here after I got out of my position here. But let's see, I think I entered down in here, and then I scalped it up right here, and then wow, this thing really started to go. We just took out this high right here. So um, and locals were just started buying again in this area, and so they just ran. I believe they just ran these stops right here, and then were able to do some nice selling to those people whose stops were triggered right there. So continue to keep a close watch on the market. Continue to look for low risk entries um, with uh, with higher reward. So we'll just kind of keep one eye on the market as we go throughout the day. It might At this point it might be a slow day. Usually after a nice big move like this, we'll get a bunch of chops. So we will keep it updated. Okay, it's 9 o'clock now. I haven't done anything since this morning. I took a break and made breakfast for my wife. But as I was sitting here and just kind of looking at this chart here, I started thinking about why it does things like this, where we come down, we uh, we break a short-term uptrend. We came down, we came up, we came down, and then we came shooting back up. But the reason why I think a lot of that you'll see that is we have the locals are long, and they have well, there's a lot of big players who have a large position to unload, and so they need to attract buyers in order to sell to, and if they can't attract them, like in areas right here, they will run it down, get people short, stop people out, and then they'll buy more down here, causing and then getting people short. A lot of people will short these breakdowns here, and then they can run them up. And as they get stopped out up here, now they have people to sell to. And they did it again right here because they're trying to unload their position. They ran it down, get people short. They buy from the people that are selling as it breaks down, and then they run it up, and then they sell to the people as they get stopped out, allowing them to get out of their large position without running the price back down. So that's why when you see chop like this, yet the trend is up, and that the locals are long, a lot of times you'll see stuff like this. So the smart player will look to buy in areas like this. As we come down and we break, you can put a small risk on in this area and look for a target of highs. But yeah, that's only if if there's strong upward momentum, and you have the locals in your favor. So that's kind of what I wanted to mention, and just an FYI on that kind of stuff. And they do it the other way on the downside too. So that's why you get chopped up a lot trying to pick a top, because you got people doing the exact opposite who are trying to get out of their position. So they'll tempt you in, and then they'll run you out. They'll tempt you in, they'll run you out. But it's only and they'll keep doing that until they no longer have any contracts, pretty much, until they have flattened up. But that's the way I see it. Don't know if it's true or not, but that's the way I see it.